One India's darkest aviation day, but one miracle emerged. Out of 242 live on board, only one survived. What really happened in those final 30 seconds before the incident? On June 12, 2025, an Air India Boeing 787 Dreamliner flight Air India 171 took off from Ahmedabad airport bound for London. Just after 30 seconds, it came crashing down in one of the worst aviation tragedies in Indian history. The aircraft was carrying around 232 passengers and 10 crew members. Only one survivor has been reported. The crash site was barely zero point 0.5 nautical mile, half a mile nautical mile from the runway. What really happened? The aircraft departed at 13:38 local time. When I when that aircraft reached an altitude of 625 feet, it crashed within 30 seconds near the airport. The pilot issued mayday call moment before impact. Eyewitness footage. It showed that the aeroplane was struggling to lift off properly, but it couldn't. So, passenger on board 169 were Indian passengers, 53 British passengers, 1 Canadian passenger, and 7 Portuguese. So, why it happens and what are the initial findings? So, preliminary reports suggest it was just because of the loss of power. Engine could not gain the power to lift the aircraft. That was the key issue. However, early analysis and the expert pilot raised some questions. The takeoff may have started from an intersection, not full length of runway, and the flaps were up. It was not down, possibly affecting the lift because some flap, some degrees, it's down to create the lift of the aircraft. And the landing gear were still down, causing the heavy drag. Because when the aircraft is climbing, it's retract the landing gear so that it should lift off easily. And the aircraft automated system may have failed to process the pilot commands. Pilot was feeding the command, controlling the lift, but it was not cooperating with the pilot command. There might be some computer error too. And this Dreamline model is considered a highly advanced design to prevent critical malfunctioning, raising even more concern for the Boeing company. Why and how it happened. So, what's the next? Next is the investigation will be conducted by multiple agencies like India's Civil Aviation Authority, Boeing itself, UK authorities, transport safety boards, and also one of the crucial evidence that the black box, though it is called black box, I earlier told that the color of black box is orange and it saves two kind of data. FDR, flight data record, it records hundreds of phenomena and hundreds of functioning of the aircraft like attitude, altitude, heading, speed, temperature, so many others, what the pilot was doing with the controls, everything is recorded. And CVR is cockpit voice recorder. So cockpit voice recorder record the voices inside the cockpit, whatever communication is done inside and on the radio. Even if he's talking to the co-pilot, normal talking, it is recorded. Even if he sneezes, it is also recorded in the cockpit voice recorder. So the tragic plane crash in India. So it was carrying again 242 souls. So again, was it a power loss, automation failure, or the pilot error? Our heart go out to the families. Investigations are working round the clock to uncover the what went wrong. So we are still waiting for the black box recording, and it will reveal what actually caused the aircraft to bring down just after takeoff within 30 seconds. So I'll keep you updating with the latest information. Thank you. Stay blessed.